good evening and welcome to Fido, your only source for bad dog. Go lie down. Okay, we are at Livestream 47 actually.
Which blows my mind.
Wow, yeah, I'm just gonna write that there so I remember. Okay, what are we doing? Here is, what? Here's next week's comic strip. Of course, I'm not organized. It's Tuesday, Monday, the previous Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, and there's no Friday yet, huh? Okay, well, yeah, let me read these suckers to you. This one, we're gonna have to do the background today. We'll finish this off and get it to the chief colorist. This is the joys of pet ownership. Felicia's sitting on Bo's head. Fido comes in. Is he asleep? She lifts her tail. No, not yet. Good. I'm hungry. Make me something to eat. And that's Saturday, at least the 10th. All right, this is the following Monday. We have Bo and Jane. They're having a romantic candlelight dinner. They're the pets there in the background. I share my food with my pets. That's very nice of you. And meanwhile, Felicia is distracting him while Fido is on the left stealing the food. Empty plate. They're sharing the food. And of course, I try not to. I think the original, you can almost see it here. I cut down the text. It's always, brevity is the soul of wit. Of course, I try not to, but they're too fast, I think was the original dialogue. All right. Just got to do the background on that one and get it off to the chief colorist. Tuesday, we have Dino and Fido. Whatever does not kill you makes you stronger. I don't care. Stop hitting me with your golf club. Nobody is into self-improvement around here. Kind of like how Fido's hanging from his golf clubs. Like he grabbed the club and he's just going to be part of it, swinging freely. All right, let's put Tuesday aside. Wednesday, we still have to do a lot of inking on the characters and everything. Yeah, the camera picks this up. We have Bo and Fido, and later on Dino. I know that you stole money out of my wallet. I did not. Admit it. Time for my nap. Hey, get back here and tell me the truth. And as he's asleep, enter Dino. Bogash, let sleeping dogs lie. A homophone, I believe, words that are the same but have different meanings. Alright, this one you cannot see whatsoever. This is a Thursday. We have Bo in the kitchen. Looks like he's cooking. There's Fido in the background, and he's texting. He gets a text. You have dinner yet? Smiley face. Yes, I made that recipe you gave me. And he's got the plate, bringing it to the table and approaching the animals here. Send me a photo. As he tries to click the photo, Fido's already on the table eating the food. I think this is from Jane's hand point of view of the phone. And finally, we have Jane in her apartment. Fido said it was good. So we've got to do the finished penciling on that one today. We might do the finished penciling first. I don't know. But hey, let's get some paperwork done. Fido is now on Rumble. Yes. And I just printed these up. These are my views on Rumble. As I've just started, I got one from yesterday, only one view, 4 views, 2 views, 3 views, 1 view, 9 views, 3 views, and over here, 1,150 views. It's the one where Dino is visiting the dentist, and that's what I think is happening. Would be the punchline. 1,750.
Well, I'll be lucky.
One of these things is not like the other. All right. Well, let's put Rumble away. And pencil sharpener here. So, as I tell you every week, cartoonists are the filthiest, dirtiest creatures on the face of this planet. And I must wear a glove in order to keep the paper clean. Well, hey, one moment while she's looking at me. I hope everyone remembers Mia, where she has gone on to Patreon. No, actually, she really hasn't. But you can go on Patreon, and for a pittance, you can have yourself made into a cartoon character to appear in this very comic strip. Now, I had an opportunity to put Mia in a strip last week, but it was too unflattering. Here is the actual comic strip. Fido's walking Bo. Cute dog, is he vicious? And then Fido says, is that what you're wearing? What's with that hair? You're never going to get a man like that. Go on a diet. And yes. So if I used that pretty woman for this, she would kill me. But now that we're talking about Mia, we also have now Grace. Grace has asked us to also put her in the comic strip. So there we go. I can't use Grace. I could never have used Grace for this one either. So I have no idea. I'm working on both of you ladies sometime in the future. When I do figure out what I'm going to do as far as a comic strip goes, I'll email you. I'll IM you. So thank you, Grace, for consenting to be in the comic strip. Now, check this out. This is the president of Turkey, gentleman by the name of Erdogan. He's handing out basically $10 bills at the polling places for people to vote for him.
That's all it takes.
$10. You know, I could probably vote Democrat for $10.
Really, that's all it would take for you, huh? I'm thinking you're not as heavy into your politics
as I used to be. Huh? All right, and we'll put aside Disney for later. Oh, and I almost forgot. Last week we spoke about the Target baby clothing. I said I'd print this up. See, we've got the naked women with the word they and he and she over here, and this is a dude. He's got his knees up in front of him, so you really can't see his junk, which is down there. And this is actually someone in a wheelchair who's also naked. Okay. So
But did you find
Target.
out baby clothes though, or is it just clothes?
Well, Target's got a little bit of explaining to do. Here's their Satan display. And hey, look at the expression on this kid's face. Is this the Antichrist or what? So, Target, you have some explaining to do. No wonder why people are really upset with you. And I think your stock has dropped a little bit recently.
I have no problem with whatever anybody wants to wear. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be a little concerned about the person who's saying over.
Yeah, there's no getting away with that one. I mean, you can't even say these are reindeer. Christmas.
Can't even pull out the Christmas card.
Yeah. And Biden tripped over a sandbag. I think someone photoshopped the diaper in there.
Yeah.
That's a Photoshop.
I've seen that picture, and
Yeah,
that does not look real.
But my big question is, cartoonist question here, what's he wearing for shoes? I mean,
I didn't see
those are interesting shoes. It looks like he's got at least an inch lift on the heel,
well, that's...
and very that's non-slip traction rubber. The Donald had to walk down this really wet metal ramp, and he's wearing these $1,000 Gucci shoes, which are just leather on the bottom. So he was going to slip regardless. These are non-slip. This guy is prepared.
Hey, Gucci shoes, they can handle all terrain. I mean, don't get stuck in the middle of the Sahara Desert without your Gucci shoes.
Smart footwear is the buzzword for elderly presidents these days. Well, at least we know he won't be doing any naughty things in the Oval Office. His son might.
We are supposed to be getting rain all day today.
Ah, we're changing the subject already? That's the code word when she talks about weather. Shut up before you get canceled.
Hey, you've already been doxxed once. I'm more worried about somebody showing up. What'd you say, man?
What'd you say about my present? Yeah, no, I don't think there's anyone who's going to defend Mr. Biden like President Biden like that.
Nobody's saying, I mean, no one's saying blah, 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 blah. Well, we're going to give up that sentence. You know, we've been listening more and more to the recordings afterwards.
Uh-huh.
I am surprised at how little the traffic picks up.
Yeah, it barely picks you up.
I know.
Way over there.
You don't have, I don't know. It's like if I sit over next to you,
I even moved the microphone a little bit closer to her this week.
it picks me up. I'm picked up.
And we get her angry, and that's when that Boston accent kicks in.
No, and you've been pressing that button all day. So I'm already I'm still in Boston accent mode from this morning. Oh.
So, I do a lot of chatting online, and I notice when people use a translation program, they always say, how long have you been drawing manga? I don't draw manga, I draw an American-style comic strip. But it's a typical Google Translate screw-up. And when they translated a story through Google for NBC, or I think maybe, yeah, I think it was ABC, they called it review terrorism. See, the original story wrote review bombing, but when they read it through Google Translate, it translated bombing into terrorism. And that's just a wonderful global review bombing is not that cool a word, but review terrorism. Yes, that's what they're doing to the Little Mermaid. They're racists over there. It's not a bad film at all. And that Aquafina song is like milk to my ears. Squawk, squawk.
Milk to my ears. Have you put milk in your ears often, my love?
Just a wonderful, sweet, gentle thing that just caresses my ear with its love.
Okay, then I might say something like, music.
That's not music. That's just noise Aquafina is making.
Milk. I want to know where the milk. I'm fixated on this milk in your ear thing. That's throwing me off.
What? You don't put milk in your ears?
Never. Not once. Not once. And I'd be willing to bet everyone in comments.
Okay, cream.
Oh, psh.
That make it
No.
better. That make it better.
No. No.
Wow, we just got an insight into their bedroom practices.
Ew. What does that got to do with the ear? I don't want to know. So I am right up close to you now.
Yeah.
Which you can't tell.
Well, we can hear you a little bit better on the microphone.
Yay.
Yay.
But my drink is all the way over.
Well, since we have the chief colorist here, why don't we go through her work from last week?
Bye.
Well, our favorite segment of the show, the chief colorist's work.
Also known as playing into the wife's insecurities.
We've got to film this because this goes up Monday. Bo and Dino, I want to go out with Jane tonight. I'm not staying home. We can't leave Fido and Felicia home alone. I'll hire a babysitter. And in comes Jane. Jane, you babysit. It's my side gig. I thought you were going out with Jane. She had to work. Ends up paying her anyway. Let's see. She's done her normal random scribble on the walls in the background. From a distance, it sort of reads as a okay. I'll give you a passing grade on this one. This is the whitest comic strip in the world.
You
Need
like white.
Yes, well, I'm in Boston. Majority of the people are.
Don't say that.
Okay.
That's just stupid.
And I had not planned on Bo changing to a white shirt, but it works.
Of course it's a white shirt.
Yeah. And then he changed his pants, even though I figured they'd be the same. Yeah, well, I figured this was him before he got dressed for the
Yes.
date. Yeah.
Yes, it is. He's in jeans before the date.
Got it.
Then he's in his dress pants.
See how they sit so closely on the couch, and of course Fido's
Not
right
insulting
there,
each
and
other.
Jane is right there. Yes. All right. Well, that one worked. Let's see what we got for Tuesday. It's a continuation of the babysitting one. They're on the couch, dog and cat just doing that thing they usually do, hitting each other. Okay, you two, bedtime. Aw, do we have to? Yes, obey your babysitter. Not fair. I'm not even tired. You may march off stage left. Now it's time to put you to bed. You can't. They took my bedroom.
Now, did he approve of her boyfriend coming when she babysat? You know, usually you have to get that approved for someone else to be in a house.
I don't get it. What do you mean? Did who?
Jane's babysitting,
Uh-huh.
and she's getting paid to babysit,
Ah.
and she has her boyfriend over.
Yeah, I didn't know anything of those customs. I was never a babysitter, and generally my babysitters did bring their boyfriends over.
Yeah, many babysitters too, but I'm just saying, usually it's polite society.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only had a babysitter like once or twice. But I had two older sisters,
I was just gonna say you had siblings.
so they could do the job usually. All right, let's get back to work.
I had not that many babysitters because my parents never went out. I told you, right, that I bought them a weekend away
Yeah.
when I was 18?
And what'd you do? Bring your boyfriend in?
No, but I got scared out of my mind.
Yeah, you've never been alone.
Yes, I have.
You're not used to being alone.
Yes, I have. Well, I mean, I've been alone for different things, but not for great amounts of time, no. No, I was driving home from a friend's house, and you know where
Excuse me.
I used
Hiccup.
to live. I mean, it's a main road that I'm off of, but it's not that much of a main road. So when you're driving at 2 o'clock in the morning, you don't have a lot of cars on that road. You're typically the only one. And I took the left onto my old street. I mean, not my old street, the street I'm off of, Ballard Street. And there's this car following me real closely behind me. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking in my rearview mirror and all this stuff. And I almost did the thing that they used to tell you to do. I don't know if they still tell women to do this, but
Drive to the police station.
yeah, drive to the police station. I almost did that, but I thought to myself, I'm paranoid. You know, this is ridiculous. No one's following me. Pull into my driveway. Cop pulls, actually turning onto my street. The car turned on the street. That should have been my first clue. I pull into my driveway. Cop pulls in behind me in my driveway. So the one thing is I had like a close-knit neighborhood, and I was about ready to just like attack my cop horn, just to like, beat my horn for like crazy and wake people up. But then I realized that it was one of my friends. She had noticed that I was driving home, and she knew that I was alone that week.
So she just wanted to fuck with you.
No, well, she claimed she wanted to check in or check with me, make sure I was okay.
Okay, that was 19 minutes for the first F-bomb.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
No, I did.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, I didn't use the F-bomb. I didn't even. Yeah, no, she claimed she just wanted to check on me. Since she saw me, she's like, oh, I'll just check, make sure she's okay.
With no thought whatsoever that she just scared the shit out of you.
Nope,
Yeah.
didn't think about it. So then, she was actually not alone. I think she was with her boyfriend, or I don't know who she was with actually now. I can't remember, but they came in for a little while, walked around my house, made sure that my house was empty, and then left.
Where did you send your parents?
I I sent my parents to an Irish cottage on the Cape.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget what the name of it was, but it was themed, you know, the whole clovers and all that fun stuff. And actually, Uncle Earl and Auntie Myrtle went with them.
So it wasn't even a romantic weekend.
No. Well, actually, though, my father was pretty sick by then.
Yeah.
Didn't really, he didn't probably even realize that he was going, which is one of the reasons why my mother, like, finally booked it, is because she realized my dad was not doing well. And, so I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't remember much about what they said they did on the trip or anything. But you didn't, you didn't necessarily get to see my Aunt Myrtle in her prime. Oh, yeah, he was kind of still alright when we met her, but, the two of them in their prime with my mom and dad, no matter what the hell they were doing down there, I'm sure they were just having a great time. They have a good time just going out to dinner on Saturday nights, four of them.
Yeah, let's see. Big difficulty making a woman's longer nails. I don't have long fingernails. They always look fake to me that looks fake to me. But I'll live with it. Let's see, so we're holding the phone. See, that one's just showing the edge of the nail.
And then they got quiet.
Yeah, no, well, I have to do a little bit of thinking here. See how the hand looks.
I just tried to get hair out of my face.
Okay, call that good enough. And I'm thinking James is wearing biker shorts.
Biker shorts, that's a fashion choice.
Yeah, well, she's home, barefoot. She has those Brie Larson feet.
Ew. I was teased unbelievably, unmercifully.
For your small feet, I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I was.
All women want small feet. There's no effort. Oh yes, and I was teased unmercifully for my large penis.
Charles.
Yeah, sure.
Charles, I was. My friend Annette was like, "Oh my God, how do you even stand?"
Yeah, I got that too.
Ooh.
No, how you walk around with that thing.
Alright. You want me closer to the mic.
And I guess next week we can do some more cell phone jokes. I usually do the joke where Fido gets Bo's phone and texts Jane some sort of dog activity, whereby she can. The humor is in the is in the him doing a dog thing, and her thinking it's a bow.
Do you have any written up? Or?
I'm just thinking out loud here. I get. Let's do a stripe on the side of these shorts so that they read as biker shorts. And they're Brie Larson's feet. And that's all done. He's going to do the background. She's got wine glasses on the table. That's a typical Jane chair, wainscoting, curtains. Build a whole world around these people. All right. Let's get rid of that. Okay, mostly background. And ink these characters. All right, let's choose our weapon. Here are our brushes for today. Remember, the oldest one has the plastic bit on it. Pretty decent tip. This one looks worse for wear. I guess we're choosing number 3. Looks like a nice tip on it. The finest in squirrel pubic hair. We have to send the Sherpas up the mountain to acquire the squirrels.
I want to know who the first person was to realize that they make good brushes and why.
It's sort of like who's the first person to eat an oyster.
Yep, exactly. No, chicken egg.
So, what did we see on TV? Oh yeah, Fubar, the Arnold Schwarzenegger television show.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's really unusual to see an elderly Arnold Schwarzenegger on TV.
It is.
And
he's, God bless him, he's pulling out his classic lines,
yeah.
even when they make no freaking sense.
So I was thinking, it's a new thing these days to have elderly action stars do television shows. We've had Sylvester Stallone do whatever he's doing, and now Fubar with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And,
We need to bring back Mr. T. Clubber Lang, the character, pitied the fool, who stole Rocky III.
That's not a bad idea.
So I've come up with this one: Rocky III Part 2: The Legend Returns. Mm-hmm. Here's the synopsis. Mm-hmm. Rocky III Part 2: The Legend Returns is an exhilarating remake that revitalizes the iconic boxing franchises, with Clubber Lang, played by an elderly Mr. T, taking center stage as the main character. Set several decades after the events of the original Rocky III, this film explores the enduring spirit and determination and redemption. Clubber Lang, once a formidable challenger to Rocky Balboa, has aged gracefully but has never quite found the peace he desired. Despite his previous glory, he feels unfulfilled and yearns for one last chance to prove himself.
Oh no!
Meanwhile, Rocky Balboa has transitioned into a successful trainer, guiding young fighters toward victory. We've seen this Rocky character as a trainer. This will be in between one of the films. As fate would have it, Clubber crosses paths with Rocky once again and pities the fool. Over the years, the two former Over the years, the two former rivals have gained a mutual respect for each other's fighting spirit. Rocky recognizes Clubber's unquenchable hunger for redemption and offers him an opportunity to rekindle his legacy. Clubber, facing his mortality and grappling with his past mistakes, accepts Rocky's offer. Together they embark on an arduous journey to train Clubber for a high-stakes exhibition match that will pit him against a rising young boxing prodigy, eager to make a name for himself. I'm thinking we could probably even bring in Michael P. Jordan for this one. During his grueling training sessions, Clubber discovers that the true battle lies within himself. He confronts his inner demons, reconciling with his past and seeking forgiveness for his reckless and antagonistic behavior.
Well,
Along the way, Clubber forms an unlikely bond with Rocky as the aging legends inspire each other to push beyond their physical limitations. As the climactic exhibition match approaches, Clubber realizes that victory transcends mere triumph in the ring. It symbolizes the personal growth, redemption, and the legacy he wishes to leave behind. With the unwavering support of his newfound mentor and a renewed sense of purpose, Clubber steps into the ring one last time, ready to face his fears and prove that age is just a number. Rocky III Part 2, The Legend Returns, pays homage to the original film while exploring new dimensions of character and legacy. It showcases Mr. T's powerful performance as an older Clubber Lang, serving as a testament to the enduring spirit of determination and the undying pursuit of personal redemption, reminding us that true champions are made both in and out of the ring.
Okay. When in the hell did you come up with that?
All right. Now, we're on a writer's strike, right?
Yes.
I went into ChatGPT, it's a AI,
AI thing.
open AI, and just typed in, give me a synopsis for Rocky 3 Part 2. Boom.
Wow. Wow, that's the future of movies right there, people.
Yes. I pity the writer's strike.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, one of the guys that we listened to on YouTube said, gee, no one's talking about the strike anymore, probably because the writers went up to the producers and directors and said, we want this, and they were like,
Yeah, right, whatever.
yeah, okay. We're not going to work again until this. Okay, well.
Yeah, that was, in case you haven't heard of it yet, Chat, OpenAI.com. It wrote that synopsis for me, and all of it, it took it less than a minute. Good luck with that writer's strike, guys.
Now, do you have to join this?
No, it's free. Free open source. I suppose someday when they perfect it and it actually is writing full Hollywood scripts,
Right.
they'll start charging.
They'll have some. They'll probably have some kind of a cap to it or some sort of a pay scale to it.
Mm.
How many words do you want? I want 800 words. Okay, we're gonna be $800. You know, something like that.
No.
No, I know. And I'm just saying.
I can see it going going out there as something like Adobe Illustrator has, where they charge you like $10 a year and do all the
See, I don't
updates.
know. I'm not sure if that's feasible because of copyright laws. Like, what if two of the same people did the same,
Well,
story?
theoretically, that should not happen.
Theoretically, it
Be-
should not. You're
Yeah,
right. but
because
I
this
mean,
is supposedly an AI, and
in order for there to be variables, it has to be like the multiverse, meaning that in order for there to be so many unique properties to it.
so many monkeys in the room with typewriters.
No. All right, you've got a story about the Rocky 3.2 or whatever script. In order for there to be so many copies, one of the copies has to only have the change of like venue where the fight takes place. So, in copyright terms, some of the stories, if you have enough of them, might be super close.
Yeah,
And it's like, how...
that's how it is today.
Yes, I know, but they do have, like the whole, they have to be 25% less in the costumes and that sort of thing. So they do have rules in place. I'm not saying it's always followed, but let's pretend the rules are followed. I'm wondering how that's going to work when it comes to the AI, because you can't really say someone stole your idea because the idea was created by an outside source. But then if you're, if you're both using the same story, and you put
The
out
the
such a-
mistake that people are making with AI, they think is going to be just one big thing. Artificial intelligence will be millions of little small programs, each
Right.
one working independently and probably fighting each other. The AI will never attack mankind because it simply doesn't have any reason to. It'll be protecting mankind from other AI.
Yeah, sure, like you've never seen The Matrix.
Well, rather, yeah, Matrix, yeah, Terminator is what I was thinking about. But yeah, that will never happen. There'll never be one big, all-powerful AI that's going to try to wipe out the human race. It'll just be millions of little ones fighting each other.
Never say never.
I'm telling you, that's where it's going to be. I am a futurist. I am a cartoonist. I am the God creating character here with all knowledge.
Who hurt you, honey? When did that insecure button get pushed, huh? No, I guess it's my, law and communication class coming back at me, but I'm wondering what
The legal issues have not been settled yet.
no, and I'm just curious as to what avenue you would go down for this. I am eating my freaking hair. It's driving me crazy.
How's it taste?
Not good.
You gotta change your conditioner.
I know.
You would think with those, you'd think you have cocoa and honey conditioner, it'd be delicious.
No, this smells like a flower conditioner.
Oh yeah, see that's a mistake.
It's like paisley and
I always want like a Mai Tai flavored conditioner myself.
You want my type toothpaste.
I'll have the chocolate chip cookie brownie flavor shampoo today. Well, so in the theaters, we have the release of Into the Spider-Verse. Actually, it's Spider-Man : Into the Spider-Verse. Very important that you get the punctuation proper.
Hey, punctuation is everything.
It's I suppose that they're calling it a kids movie, at like almost 3 hours long, 2.5 hours long.
Oh my God, what kid is gonna sit through that?
What kid has the attention span? Someone made the joke on the internet. Bring in a focus audience, and whenever the kid first pulls out the cell phone, that's how long you make the movie.
Even if you have to cut stuff down, like don't necessarily stop it there, but like.
As Chris Gord put it, let's renormalize 2 hour movies, or 1 hour, 1.5 hour movies. They,
When did you get movies that a lot?
believe it or not, you have to blame streaming. They no longer have to edit things. They used to say, cut what you love, edit things down, never put a movie that long because we need to show more of them in the theaters. They don't care about the theaters anymore. These people making these films, they're thinking of their streaming service. If they make them longer, they get more hours in the streaming service.
Yeah. But as someone who's taken her a fair amount of children to movies, I'm not. I can't imagine that.
Well, the theater is no longer their bread and butter.
The theater was where my little Caleb officially became my favorite. Because he sat there watching Spirit. Remember the. Well, you probably don't remember it. 'Cause probably.
Is that the one with the horse?
Yeah, it is the one with the horse. He sat there watching Spirit.
I guessed.
And he, I don't know, we were pretty into the movie, and he was enjoying it and whatever, but he was just almost folded hands sitting next to me, and he was very quiet. And he all of a sudden he kind of hits my side or whatever to get my attention, and he looks at me and says, "Am I behaving okay?" His parents probably put the fear of God into him. I'm like, yes,
How old was he?
Oh, he was little. Couldn't have been more than like 6,
Mm.
6, 7.
I was a terror at that age.
I know. Well,
They-
he was a terror normal. Well, not a terror really, but I mean, he was, like I said, I think they put the fear of God into him, and he just sat there all perfect. I think it might have been his first ever movie, so he might have even been younger. But
I-
anyway, go ahead.
At that age, they took me to see Jaws, the first one.
Well, that's not too bright. I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
That film was lost on me at that age. It wasn't
Yeah,
until I
true.
saw it many years later that I got to appreciate it.
Yeah, I guess it would be lost at your age. I was just thinking, oh my God, who takes a child to Jaws? But
It was such a crowded theater that I think 8 of us went, and we had to sit in small groups all over the place. And I sat with my cousin Michael, now since passed away, and I think I had my hand over my eyes for most of the film. Whenever that dun dun dun, sorry, yeah, as a 6-year-old or 5-year-old kid, I was out.
I didn't see Jaws in the theater. I saw it when it came to TV, which, if you know that, is probably heard.
Probably.
Do you remember back in the day when a movie would go on in the theaters, it would be in the theaters for X amount of time?
Star
And
Wars
then-
was in our theater for years.
I know, Star Wars was in the theater in Saugus for years. Is
Yeah.
that the one you're talking about? Saugus, or was it in yours?
Well, mine in my hometown, but yes, it was also in the one in. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And then, like, if you missed it for some reason, like if it wasn't a Star Wars that was there for years, but if it was some, movie you wanted to see but didn't get a chance to see it, you would have to wait
Years.
years for it to come out. And then when it came out, it would come out on TV, and half of it would be cut for commercials or for dirtiness or.
And then resized to fit a 3x5.
Yep. So it would be pretty significantly different when it got to the TV. But literally, we're not joking, years before it would come to TV. And even when there was rental, like when they started doing DVDs, not DVDs,
VHS.
VHS, thank you. When they started doing VHS tapes, I mean, those took like a year before it would get out, and then you'd have to rent it from a Blockbuster.
Well, we have streaming and on demand now, and I think Mario, which just came out last week, has just started on demand.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. So it's still
That's
in the
surprising.
theaters. They're putting it on demand.
That's surprising that they would put that on demand so early, because I was actually still doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's still making money in the theater. But they're so.
Well, we watched Cocaine Bear when Cocaine Bear was still in the theater.
I don't think it was still in the theater, was it?
I think so, 'cause
Yeah.
I think it came out simultaneously with the theater and
Yeah.
there's a movie now that.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, there's a movie out now that I see every now and again when I sign in, and I've been wanting to ask you if you wanted to see it, but I keep forgetting. So
And
I
I'm
can't
guessing that
remember.
you don't remember the name of it.
I will. If I have 30 seconds, I will. Well, name some of the movies that have come up next.
No.
Yes. Well, we saw Maverick.
So back on topic. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales' thing is out in theaters, and I haven't seen it. I'm not going to see it. I didn't see the first one, but I'm a fan of Shad Brooks. He does Shadowversity. I first met Shad when he did a detailed breakdown of the Last Jedi's sword fighting and how much nonsense it was. Shad is a professional LARPer, I guess. He does all that medieval sword fighting stuff. But Shad was irate over this film. He said they didn't finish it; they just ended, and he had no idea it was a two-parter.
Oh, that was him you were listening to? I
Yeah.
wasn't sure who it was.
Chad was very upset. I'm hearing nothing but good about the film itself, saying it's okay, but still I'm not interested because I used to read Spider-Man comic books when I was a kid, and boy have I lost touch with the world. Here's the cover of one of the Miles Morales' Spider-Man things. This is the villain, the Hobgoblin. He's a villain from the era in which I read the Spider-Man comic books, around 252, when Peter Parker finally got his black Spider-Man outfit. They're tired of drawing the red and blue one, I guess. But apparently Miles Morales now shoots lasers, or it's called a spider sting. Let's see.
Spider
Yeah,
Sting.
a venom blast power, which in its base state allows him to use an electric charge to sting his enemies. And actually, he's able to turn this one, you can see it here, into a sword. That's the hilt. So, Spider-Man basically has a fucking lightsaber. Boy, have I lost track of what's going on with Spider-Man now. Yeah, here he is with his lightsaber.
Yeah, but in his world, right?
Yeah.
In his world, and I mean that cosmically his world, so not just his multiverse or his particular whatever. There does exist a Peter
Parker?
Pan.
No, I don't know. I'm completely out of touch. See, Spider-Man is the biggest selling toy they have. And
Yeah.
see, that's more or less what they give you. He's doing the peace sign here on this hand, and he's got, Kung Fu grip over here. I guess that's, what do you do with a right hand like, I don't know. So anyway, that's,
Yes, you do.
that's Spider-Man. This is Miles Morales. He's got his sword and his shield. I think Spider-Man has gone wrong somewhere. In my day, they did put him in the black suit, but then the black suit turned into a supervillain called Venom, and now he's got his own franchise. But yeah, I've completely lost contact with Spider-Man.
A long, long time ago.
The lightsaber wielding Spider-Man, which is what they're working with these days. Again, I've heard it's a good film. If you're into that sort of thing, go see it. They need the money desperately. It's Sony, not Disney. So,
Oh, yeah.
so you're not you're not contributing to that bad habit that Disney is trying to pay for. They apparently are scrambling for money now. They need to come up with at least $10 billion for their put call on January 1st for Comcast, or give their biggest competitor 14% of their company, which would give them the largest share of the company. Even BlackRock doesn't have 14% of Disney, and that's at least 2 seats on the board.
Yeah. It's kind of a lose-lose situation.
Yes. I do not believe in a million years they're going to go through with it and get Hulu. There's no value in it. Disney is doing this all the time. They buy something that's very valuable and then they ruin it. What have they done with their Fox acquisition? They made a Predator film, Prey. What have they done with the Muppets?
Nothing.
Well, they did an adult show a while ago.
Yeah, but how that was what 6 episodes even?
Yeah, it wasn't very successful. Kermit and Miss Piggy broke up, and They had all
Was
sorts of
Kermit a deadbeat dad?
little tadpoles to support. No, no, no.
No deadbeat dad?
no. Nothing issued from that relationship. Bestiality and all.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I just didn't realize.
Yeah,
the
there's a
implications
pig
of
and a
that.
frog. You know.
Yeah. Now would that be a frig or a pog?
And what else is Disney? Oh, gee, Lucasfilm. I was going to say Star Wars. Just Lucasfilm in general. It's a creative company with no creatives.
That's a shame.
Back in before 2020, when Iger was going to leave for the first time, I put my hat in a ring to become the president of Disney, but I don't want that job now. That company is not fixable. You have done too much damage to it.
Well, they used to have the parks to back them up, but I don't know if the parks are doing
Well,
well.
we were just watching that report from WDW Pro this morning. The parks are not doing well.
Oh, is that what you were saying?
Yes. And
Wasn't really listening.
and
I was coloring.
big surprise, they just been milking the parks to pay for their habit, and they're not doing the maintenance. They're not cleaning it.
And they keep raising the prices, so you're getting a clientele that's paying more money for it, so they really probably not appreciating it being dirty.
Well, I can understand going for the wealthier clientele. That's a good move.
I don't care one way or another. If capitalism, whatever, that's fine. But what I'm saying is if you go for that kind of crowd, then the expectations will be higher, so you can't even get away with not cleaning or not.
Yeah.
You have to be better in a lot of ways.
And a lot of the Disney crowd, if it's not wine bombs, they're incredibly low class garbage. They're having fights on Main Street, USA. You know, outright fist fights, and where's Disney security? I think I've seen maybe three separate videos of brawls on Main Street. Now, don't get me wrong. There's also been there was a near riot at Universal a little while ago, but they got the cops in there quickly.
Yeah, that's one of Disney's traits that I didn't realize until I was an adult, is how very self-governing they appear to be.
Well, yes, they think they're the Vatican in this country.
Right. They really don't want to involve others in their stuff.
And Governor DeSantis seems to have disabused them of that situation, of that idea.
Oopsie. Which, again, I mean, I don't begrudge Disney whatever the hell they had or did, or tried to have or whatever, fine. But, like,
They are going to lose that lawsuit.
oh yeah.
But the homeowners association said I could build a nuclear power plant.
Look, I've got the information from the HOA right here.
Inside joke. I probably should explain that to the audience. Disney is claiming in their lawsuit that their freedom of speech has been violated, and they're being punished for for supporting the Don't Say Gay law, and the punishment is we're taking away their ability to have the homeowners association let them run things.
You have taken away perfect community. Our self-governance.
They only got that because they claimed they were going to build a city. Epcot was supposed to be a legitimate city. Then after Walt died, they said to themselves, do we really want people living here who might vote us out? Hey, I have an idea. Let's build an amusement park. That'll just make us money. And that's what they did. Walt had all these grand ideals, and they just threw those out the window with the casket.
Walt doesn't have a
Apparently
Yeah.
is. Just his head is.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. He might
Yeah.
have had a casket for his body. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. I'm wrong.
All right. Finished characters done on this one. And it looks like we just have backgrounds to do the remainers. Monday and Tuesday here. And there's Saturday. Oh yeah. Let me do the borders on this one. That way I can get it to dry. Do some work on the lettering tonight. We had to do special lettering here because it's text lettering. It's upper and lowercase, different from my normal slanted all capital. All right, we're gonna start out of frame, but you'll figure out what's going on in a second. Do a straight line. You just take a metal edge ruler, place it on an angle, and run the finial of your brush along the edge of it. Human eyes are good at sighting parallel lines, and I can judge that parallel line that I've drawn here is, see how it's off? See how it's off, but it's on.
Are you giving away the trade secrets?
Well, every once in a while, you tell them how it's done. Who knows? Somebody out there might have a dying need to draw a straight line with a brush. And now they know how to do it. That's the stupid cartoonist who thinks it's fascinating that you can draw a straight line. Yes, I think it is fascinating.
Don't belittle your.
Oh, I'm full of internet hate out there. Don't worry about it.
Don't belittle your audience.
I love my audience. They
I
just
know,
don't.
she just made them sound
They
like
just
me.
don't love me.
Oh, that's not true. Well, actually, for some of them, I hope it is true. I'm not be looking.
And some love too much.
Hey.
I was thinking if I had some time today, I'll take the people who are going to become characters in the comic strip. Where are they? There we go. Take the people who are going to become characters in the comic strip, and I'll do a caricature of them, show you how that is done. And that will also get them. I'll at least have two people, 1, 2, who will watch the entire broadcast just to catch that.
Watch me draw you. What are you gonna do, Charles? At the very end.
It's we're going almost an hour now. I usually keep these to an hour and a half. So I guess toward the very end, yes, we'll.
I'm not gonna do it until I'm good and ready.
That way, you have something to look forward to later in the broadcast.
Stick around.
Stick around and watch me make a caricature out of Mia and Grace. I wonder if the chief colorist would be kind enough to get me some paper so that I could actually perform that caricature.
Okay. Right now?
Well, you got a half hour.
Okay. 'Cause I was gonna say, I'm just trying to kind of clean up a little over here myself. So.
I'm looking around. I just have Bristol over here. Guess a couple pieces of the printer paper would do.
Mhm.
See, these people are friends, and they're asking me to do what would otherwise be considered a kind of cruel thing. Because when you're drawing a caricature of someone, you're not necessarily being polite. It's actually usually done in a bit of derision. And I have no umbrage in my heart to these people. I really like them. It's just, now they're asking me to make fun of them, really, when you think about it. Okay.
Sometimes people don't realize what they're asking.
Yeah. Don't hate me for what I'm about to do to you two.
Ladies, I know him better than anyone. Take heed for what are you saying? Wow. Whatever.
It's a rainy day. I suppose you're having a few arthritic problems.
My arms are tight. And all I've been doing is coloring, and now I'm trying to clean up a little, and my arms are like, what are you doing? I'm like, trying to do something.
Well, can you do without us?
Yeah, exactly. No. I dropped, well, looks like only 3 colored pencils on the floor. So next time you're venturing out of man's land, if you could grab those for me, that would be most kind.
As you continue your constant battle with gravity.
Well, here's the thing. I have a battle with gravity, and I'm unable to pick up after myself after my battles.
You know, I forgot to put the legs on that table.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
maybe it's a floating table. It's interesting. Now, see, this wasn't a good idea, because now I want to clean over here.
Hit the camera there. Well, give me that paper. What the hell?
Yep, yep.
Gonna let that dry. You only got a little bit of ink on me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's start with Mia. Classically, they tell you in art school, draw an oval, bisect it, and right there, that spot is where the nose goes. Mia's got a very small upturned nose, so I'm just going to do that to begin with. And look at those eyelashes. Now, my typical characters would just be like that. Yeah, I'm just going to draw a stock face, so, and the ear would be about right there. Now let's turn that into something that looks a little bit like Mia. Well, we have to overdo the eyelashes, obviously.
Ladies, this is part of how he
Let's
won
get
me
these.
over.
These are full collagen-like lips. Huge.
Remember your travel books?
Now, pointy chin. So, and the hair is like a heart shape. Well, we can do long, thin neck, which actually beats. It's actually a lot of my characters are like that. Let's get rid of some of these guidelines. And those are huge eyebrows, so that I've got to accentuate. I'm making this these big. Got a little bit of earring there, which is underneath these curtains of cascading locks of hair. I guess the only thing that's going to discern Mia from anyone else is just the heart shape of the head. We'll do a something like that. I don't want to do her eyes like that. We want to cartoon the eyes out still, so that we're seeing this big, innocent, Bambi-like character. And, well, that's a simple Mia. We don't need to do the rest of the body, but we'll slope down the shoulders more. Give her that look. But, okay. That's how we'll do Mia. Now, Grace is a little bit more difficult not to insult. Grace is a very nice woman. Now, obviously, what we're looking at here, shape of the head, pointy chin, everything, but she's got a large center proboscis here. So, I'm just gonna start out again, putting everything where it classically would be. See, ears go from the top of the eyes to the bottom of the nose, so that even though we don't see her ears in this photo, we're probably not going to see her ears in the comic strip. And she's got these straight, thick eyelashes. They're almost like straight lines that then go down. Actually, they are so straight. Let's start playing with them. Let's just do a straight line roller. And I have a suspicion here that she has little mermaid eyes. Remember I discussed a couple weeks ago. Do I still have that? I probably do, but can't find it. I discussed a couple weeks ago that classically when you're drawing a character, you see that's the size of the eye? That space should be the same space between their eyes. And no, Mia has Little Mermaid eyes. Probably about a third of a distance too far apart. So that's something we got to pick up in the illustration. Her eyes are much too far apart. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is the same distance. And let's, well, I'm just going to draw that now. So, since the nose is hanging kind of low on her face, we're actually going to move the nose down here closer to the mouth. And it's going to be much wider. Yeah, Grace is going to be very difficult to not be insulting. Tell you what, I wasn't going to do this, but let's give her, let's see how this starts to work out. She's got a crooked smile. So let's, and again, let's center part of the hair. Do a few down here and see at what point we can start getting this to look close to the actual woman. Long, thin neck again, which I like. That matches my character style. And we're just going to do a simple shirt here. Her hair does come down to her shoulders. Now I'm not happy with that nose. And while I'm at it, get rid of the and let's say we just simplify the nose by doing a turnout and that. Still a crooked smile. She does have a little dimple there, so we'll do that. And I see a spot right there. There we go. She got that spot. She doesn't do her eyebrows quite like Mia did. You know, huge those things are. So I'm not going to do anything with her eyebrows. But let's make these eyes just a tad smaller because they're so far apart. By bringing them down and we'll just have her look this way. They look like they're hazel, kind of light. Alright, we're approaching where Mia goes. She has a few hairs that do this in the middle. So it's not like a perfect center part. I think that will be an important part of the whole hair look. Alright. I don't want to do that exact smile with the teeth out. That's just not my style. And she's probably not going to have a speaking part. But let's get the shape of the face a little bit better. See, we've got a cheekbone here.
Oh, this is actually going to be what you're going to be using in the strip?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought this was just
No.
the side.
No. She'll probably just be a background character in the bar.
Yeah.
And we got to point that chin. She's got a much pointier chin than what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna.
For some reason, I thought this was something separate you were doing.
No. Okay, well, we're approaching where we want to be. So, pointy chin. That's, I might not use this, but let me just see what the nose would look like in real life if I were to draw that. That. I might stick with that nose. I want to keep the mouth simple. Just a crooked smile. Well, she is an Asian woman. If I make the eyes slightly more slightly more almond shaped. Yeah, I think the defining characteristics are the very straight eyebrows, pointy chin, and the way the hair does that. Well, we're close to how Mia's gonna look, but it's not perfect yet. No, Grace looks. We're not perfect yet. So we'll think about this more, Grace. I'm not done with you. Mia, that's more or less how you're gonna look. Put that aside. All right, what are we doing on time? A minute. We got about 15 more minutes. I still got a wet ink brush. And where is my ruler? Oh, there it is.
And then the room got silent yet again.
Yeah, well, this is our moment of zen where everyone can relax and not have to listen to the darn cartoonists.
Now everybody taking a deep breath.
Yeah. All they can hear is you in the background organizing your pencils. It's sort of like an sort of like an ASMR moment.
I was just gonna say, do you think it's getting picked up? Oh, you put on my professional voice.
Yeah, say classic cat clinic.
Say mean husband.
And look, I forgot. Again, see how the window is sort of ending equal with his chair, so I got the window here. I didn't draw the window over here or over here.
Oh no!
Yeah,
What were you thinking?
I just haven't. It's a continuity error. I'll have to remember to do it later. A big challenge here is not to smear.
I thought we agreed smudge was the better word.
Smudge, smear.
Excuse me.
Bottoms up, everyone. So again, I should state, being a cartoonist is the greatest job in the world. And if everyone out there knew how cool a job this was, all we would have out there are cartoons. As nobody would want to do anything else, and society would collapse, and we all would starve, and probably be invaded by some foreign
Oh.
country. Well, actually, no, be in the world. Yeah, some aliens from another universe will easily take us over. Yes. So, even though I'm enjoying this, only I can do this. No one else can. No, we don't want anyone else to be a cartoonist.
Well, you've already gotten rid of Scott Adams as a cartoonist.
Yep, we already knocked Scott out. Well, Scott knocked himself out. Got himself canceled for reading a Reuters poll.
Well, he shouldn't have bought it. He should not have done that. Silly man.
Thank you, Mr. Adams, for making more room in the comics pages. I haven't seen his strip since he stopped sending me the emails. I guess his website was run by the syndicates.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird, because I would have thought that would have continued.
Well,
Not if it was-
he did start the website himself early in the strip's life, so I thought he was running it. But obviously that's not the case. We sometimes catch Scott on his live stream broadcasts on YouTube, but I haven't seen his comic strip since. He Howard Sterned himself. Yeah, I could probably go out there and find Scott's comic strip, but I'm just not doing it. Nothing against him.
And I'll bet you there's quite a few people who aren't doing it either.
It's a good thing that Scott's on YouTube. Freaking Howard Stern had to do that low rent gong show to keep himself in the public eye after he went to XM Satellite.
I think he just quit that,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. I feel like he has.
Broadcast television is not what it used to be, so.
He was on that for a long time now.
Yeah, I know.
So he tried to make it work, but
Yeah. All right. The plant off in the corner here. And the chair. I feel roughly confident that nothing I say here will ever get me canceled because no one watches this.
never say never. I mean, I don't want you canceled, but I mean,
I'm not sure there's anything likely I would say that would be cancelable. I mean, I'm just, I have my general love for all of mankind, and I'm just so open and free and honest, and you know, people like honesty.
you are honest.
People like honesty
You are honest.
until you're honest with them.
No, because
That's a
you're,
George Carlin quote there. Because then you're an asshole.
Well, it's not that people don't like honesty. It's that sometimes you just don't have to say it.
I just wonder if Grace is going to still talk to me after this.
I don't know, sweetheart.
Here, let us give Grace a little bit more airtime here so that she doesn't feel bad. She's a lovely woman, good friend, innocent. She didn't know what she was getting into.
Nope. I mean, he put glasses on his cousin who hasn't worn glasses in forever.
The guy sent me a photo with him in friggin' glasses. What did he expect? In fact, I'm pretty sure when we do Grace here, we're doing that shirt with the puffy sleeves. I like the puffy sleeves. Check it out. I mean, this is easy to cartoon. Let me get this out of the way. Yeah, we're doing those puffy sleeves. You'll be forever immortalized with puffy sleeves. And just a very, very straight, thin body. I love those puppy sleeves. Those are great. Alright, let's put Grace away. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, we also have Jan Flores, a guy from Jan Flores, a guy from Australia, who we have to draw a caricature for as well. But Jan has yet to really send me a picture. I've had to sort of, well, go by what I can see on the internet. He's got like one classic photo of himself on a motorcycle. Maybe next week we'll pull Jan into this mess and add him to Mia and Grace. I'd like to give each of them their own appearance in the background, but I might cheat. Throw them all in together. Who knows? Depends upon the joke. I doubt the characters will ever become part of the storyline itself.
Well, I'm sure Jen won't be upset about being surrounded by two beautiful women.
Well, he's quite the ladies' man, so he says.
That's what I'm saying.
My biggest problem is after doing this, I generally send a printout or even the original art to the person, and it costs me $5 to send one like 2 towns away. I know it's going to cost me a lot more to send something to Australia. I've sent him comic strips in the past. I think it's like $25 in shipping. It's nothing, you know, I can handle it, but it's a real hassle to go to the post office these days. You know, wait in line forever and you got to deal with those people.
God, I don't know the last time I stepped foot inside a post office. I never really had the need to.
They're a lot like banks, I assume.
Well, I mean, I've been in post offices, obviously, but it's been a super long time.
Well, we literally have one within walking distance from where we are right now, and I would not walk there. Yeah, yes. The car got towed, and I walked all the way to where they towed it to. It was fun. But walking in that direction is a completely different can of worms. I don't want to open. Oh, hey, I was thinking might do some grocery shopping tonight because we're almost out of everything. Why don't you, while you're sitting over there making noise, make a list?
Well, like you said, I'm the ASMR, whatever that's called.
Oh, okay. Grace, will you excuse me? Go right away here, please. Thank you. She's so kind.
So far, we're 0 for 2 for the frozen meals that I bought my mother. I don't think any of them are going to be that great.
Well, by definition, frozen meals are garbage. So.
I know. I'm going to, keep trying at it, see if I can find something for her.
Yeah, I'm not purchasing groceries for her as well, am I?
No.
Oh, good.
I just have groceries on the mind.
All right. No, I was hoping to make this like a quick in and out sort of thing.
Yep.
Only take like 4 to 6 hours.
Don't you freaking dare. I didn't see you all day yesterday. I know you went to my mother's, but you also were out all day. I missed you.
Yes, we know. You're not used to being alone.
So far I have one word, cheese.
Yeah. You also need more frozen fruit. You just went through the last of it a little while ago.
Yeah. You want me to do this in order of the store, though?
Sure. Actually, now that I think of it, this is probably not the sort of thing we should be discussing on a live stream. You sure you get those sanitary pads?
Well, I wouldn't say crap like that. You just did, but I wouldn't. I thought you meant because then people would know you're out of the house and stuff.
No, you don't understand. This is no longer a live stream. This is
Right,
being
so you're not-
recorded. It doesn't go out until tomorrow.
That's what I was going to say when
Oh,
you
okay.
said that. I was going to say it doesn't matter. It's not really live anymore.
The reason why this live stream is not live is I do not like the technology yet. I hope someday the technology comes to a point where we will be able to do this. I know you're going to say, but millions of people do live streams every day, Mr. Cartoonist. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't like the quality I was getting out of StreamYard. It's a great program. I hope someday it's usable.
Do we need eggs?
Always.
Do we need butter?
Yes.
I'm trying to think of things for you to buy that require sour cream.
We got a big tub of sour cream last week,
I ordered it online. I didn't realize how big it was.
and just we don't use that much of the
We really
product.
don't. We don't even really use that much when we do use it. We don't
Yeah.
use it that often.
I'm wondering who this tub was made for.
Families.
What? Well, yeah, but what do you put that much sour cream on? I can live with like less than a cup for
Baked potatoes and sour cream.
a long time.
Well, we were using it for tacos.
Yeah, we probably should redo the whole taco thing again this week. That will eat up the sour cream.
Oh, get those wraps.
Yeah. Let's see, what am I doing here? I guess that's.
They're out of order on the thing here, but
Don't worry about it.
I know.
See, I just want to do all the curvy lines here, and I'll come back later on to do all the straight lines with the ruler. Okay, and that is that. This dry enough yet? You remember I just did the borders here a little while ago. Hey, let's pull. I pity the rider struck. See, I'm putting this piece of paper down so I can rest my hand on something and hopefully save it from a smudge. Now I hope everyone recognizes the Helvetica font that everyone uses in their cell phone chat. Or at least it's the closest I can come to it.
I'm back on the TV.
Oh, hey, we have to come up with a title for this.
Oh.
I pity the fool. Come up with a title. I think we're pitying the writer's strike.
Okay.
Mm.
Do we still have salsa?
Nope.
Do you want pico de gallo and salsa or just?
Sure. We'll use it. Now, why people take pictures of their food? Okay, whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? I wasn't talking to you, chief
Okay.
colorist. I just noticed that just about everyone I know who takes pictures of their food also seems to play golf and invest in cryptocurrency. I'm not
Interesting
sure.
combination of
Yes,
things.
I'm not sure if there's a correlation. But if you are an investor in cryptocurrency, go check your Facebook pages and see how many pictures of your food is there.
One of my professors from Suffolk and then turned colleague at Suffolk posts a lot of food.
Yeah. Do they also play golf? That seems to be another thing the food picture takers do.
I'm not sure. They don't post pictures of golf. They don't talk about golf. So.
Yeah. Being not a fan of the great outdoors, I could never see myself on a golf course.
We stayed on a golf course.
Yes, coincidentally, I actually briefly thought about, playing, renting up some gloves, playing around, but that bad idea went out of my head very quickly. A friend of mine played golf in school. That was sort of like, one of the the school had a golf thing. That was one of the extracurricular activities. Like, some schools have football and baseball and
The first school you went to or the second one?
what are you talking about?
Which school had golf?
New and Prep.
Oh, I thought they were in your school.
No.
Like,
Okay. Lettering's done. What are we looking at from time? I think we're done here. Let's always be sure to put the cap back on your ink bottle. Important safety tip there. You don't want to know what happens when you don't do that. And we gotta go wash our brush. Oh,
so I guess we're out, everybody.
yes, until next week.
Bye.
Let's put this up here. I pity the writer's strike. And we are out.